Hi. So for whatever reason, you may not be able to attend a yoga class. Perhaps you're self-isolating, or you might have another equally valid reason for choosing to stay at home. So I thought what might be nice is to share a 60-minute class with you that you can practice in the comfort of your own home. This class requires a degree of mobility, but modifications and progressions will be offered throughout, so you should be able to find a pace that works for you. If there's something that you don't want to do, the beauty of practicing at home means that you definitely don't have to do it. Feel free to come to a rest pose, which if we are on the mat, come to child's pose, or if we're standing, feel free to come to mountain pose. So to begin, I'd like you to lie on your back, have your feet placed firmly on your mat, and take your knees together. And then allow the arms to rest by your side and turn the palms so that the palms are facing upwards, and then soften the fingers so you're not trying to take too regimented a pose. And then starting at the crown of the head, breathing in, see if you can either close the eyes or take a soft gaze as you exhale. By soft gaze, I mean don't stare at anything too intently, and continue to work with your breath as you're scanning down through your body. So taking your awareness to your face now, thinking about softening and relaxing the muscles of the face, paying particular attention to the jaw, noticing if any tension is held in the jaw, and if there is, releasing that. And now the neck, going out over the collarbones to the shoulders, the tops of the arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, and the hands. And then taking your awareness to the top of your spine, working down the spine one vertebra at a time, feeling yourself relax, feeling a softening of the chest muscles, of the back, still working down the spine, and then coming to the pelvis and the hips, taking your awareness down your thighs, your knees, your shins, your feet, all the while relaxing. And now thinking about the whole body, allow the whole body to relax. Now thinking about the breath, noticing the inhalation and the exhalation, the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the ease of the breath, but notice also where the breath catches. And then thinking about deepening the breath, still breathing in and out through the nose. Noticing that the chest rises and falls more noticeably now. And with every exhalation, feel yourself becoming more aware. More aware of your experience of the breath, and more aware of your yoga practice. Feel yourself withdrawing from your external environment so that you can become fully present. continue to work with the breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, the softening of the body, the ease of the breath. And continue to breathe like this with awareness and focus. Breaths like this, completely unhurried, knowing you have nowhere else you need to be right now. And then take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, sigh the breath out of the mouth. Turn the palms of the hands so that they're pushing down into the mat beside you. And by any means available to you, slowly bring yourself to a kneeling position. Check your alignment, make sure that your knees are hip width apart. So by that you could take 2 fists, put them between the knees and check that they're at the right distance. Have the wrists stack below the elbows, elbows below the shoulders, and just be mindful that the elbows need to point towards each other and not spiral forwards. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a deep breath in as you dip the spine, shine the chest forwards. At the same time, the gaze goes forwards. Exhale, rounding back, pushing through the shoulders. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming forwards. So working to mobilize the spine. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, round back and hold like this, pushing through the hands. Begin to push into the tops of the feet, and then as you do that, draw the knees away from the mat. Push into the hands. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, shine the chest forwards. Exhale, rounding back once more, taking the knees away from the mat. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lower knees. Inhale, shine the chest forwards. Exhale, round back, lift your knees. Inhale, lower at the same time, mobilizing the spine. Exhale, rounding back. Push into the hands, holding for longer. Awakening the sensation of breath in the body. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Stretch the hands forwards, draw back, seat to heel. Inhale, pushing into the hands. Exhale here. Inhale, shine the chest forwards. Exhale, rounding back, lift the knees. Inhale, chest comes forwards. Exhale, seat to heel, stretch the hands forwards. Inhale. Inhale, come onto the fingertips. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right, feeling the stretch through the left side of the body. Inhale, push onto the fingertips. Exhale, walk back to center. Inhale, take the gaze forwards. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left side and feel the stretch through the right side of the body. Allow the chest to soften, maybe close the eyes. Inhale, come onto the fingertips. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Place the palms of the hands firmly on your mat. Come back up to tabletop pose. Check your alignment again, tuck your toes. Deep breath in, exhale, draw back, downward facing dog. Push down through the heels of the feet, spread the fingers nice and wide. Notice any areas of tension and any adjustments you may need to make. So I feel like I want to take my hands slightly wider apart. Inhale, ripple forward plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees and draw back in the hips. Inhale, ripple forwards. Exhale, bend in the knees. So we're getting some fluidity in your downward facing dog. And keep working like this, stretching the body forwards, allowing yourself to ripple back. And then pause in your downward facing dog. Take the gaze forwards, and if you can, keeping the hands on your mat, slowly walk all the way to the front. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, push down into the feet, grounding down, bring the hands all the way up. Exhale, releasing hands, Anjali Mudra. Allow the hands to draw down beside you, reach down through the fingertips, soften the shoulders, push into the heels of the feet, and just take a moment to be aware of the connection between every part of your foot and your mat as you stand in Tadasana. How you stand in Tadasana is how you see yourself in the world. So take a moment to stand with confidence and to stand with surety. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, flow the hands down the midline. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the right foot, lower the right knee. Inhale, gaze goes forwards. Exhale, lower palms of hands onto mat, step back plank. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Push into the palms of the hands, lift the chest slightly, slide through. Come to a low cobra, let's soften the lower ribs down onto the mat, push into the tops of the feet, and then tuck your toes, draw back, seat to heels, lift up, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal your feet in downward facing dog. Still working with your slowest breath. Lower both heels towards the mat. Don't worry if they don't get there. Take the gaze forward between the hands. Push into the palms of the hands. Step or shuffle the right foot forward. Exhale, lower the left knee. Inhale, reaching up, interlace the fingers and point the index fingers up towards the sky. Sepana Mudra. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands. Lift left knee, draw back in the hips. Step forward, left foot meets right. Inhale, look up to flat back. Push down into the feet. Exhale, fold. And allow the head to hang heavy as you fold. You want to take any tension out of the neck. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, lower hands, Anjali Mudra.
I don't know that one.
And Alexa has a mind of her own. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, release. Inhale, look up to flat back. As you step back, exhale, lower the left knee. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Take the gaze forwards, push into the hands, slide the chest through. Soften the lower ribs. As you exhale and then inhale, push up a little higher. Exhale, draw back, seat to heels. Inhale, downward facing dog. Taking another 3 breaths here, and you can feel free to pedal your feet if you want to. Take the gaze forward between the hands, inhale, and then exhale, step the left foot through, lower the right knee. Inhale, drawing up, Seipana Mudra. Exhale, flow the hands down, you're going to lift the right knee, draw back in the hips, step forward, right foot meets left. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, lower the hands. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, flowing the hands down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back, plank or jump to chaturanga. Lower down and hover the chest. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push through the palms of the hands. Root down through the heels. Inhale, feel the breath travel up from the hands, traveling up the arms. And then exhale, the breath down the back of the legs. Take the gaze forward, step, walk or jump, front of mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, releasing your hands. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back with the right foot, spin the heel of the right foot, and as you do so, open up, warrior two. So checking your alignment, make sure you're not reaching too far forwards, and if you are, draw back. Look back over your back hand, make sure that it hasn't dropped. Bring it up to shoulder height. As you look down at your left knee, you should be able to see your left big toe just creeping out. If you can't, chances are the knee is too far forward or the knee is rolling in. So feel free to use your hand to readjust. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Your right hand rests on the back of your right leg. Inhale. Back to warrior two, back to Virabhadrasana two. And then reversing your warrior. Come coming back to Virabhadrasana 2. This time as you exhale, lower the left forearm onto the left thigh, sweep the right hand forwards and reach up. As you exhale, flow the hand back down and track the hand with the gaze. Flowing down, we're going to frame the front foot, place both hands on the mat, step back plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, push into the hands, lift the chest away slightly, sliding through. Tuck your toes, draw back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Take the gaze forwards, keeping the palms planted firmly on your mat. Step forwards with the right foot, spin the heel of the left foot. And then inhale, reaching out to Warrior 2. Exhale, bend the knee. Sit down a little into the pose. So checking the alignment of your arms again. Ground down through the outer edge of the left foot. And then slowly reversing your warrior. On the inhalation, come back to Warrior 2. As you exhale, reach back. Inhale. Remembering to keep a bend in that right knee, sometimes I forget. As you exhale, flow back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Right forearm comes down onto the right thigh. Reach the hands forward. Feeling the sweep of your hands. I just realised that every time I say exhale, a certain device thinks I'm saying its name, which is why the music keeps stopping. Track your hand with your gaze, and then lowering, frame the front foot, step back, plank pose. As you breathe out, lower down Chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose. Take the hands forwards. And then soften the forearms. Take the elbows out slightly wider and allow the hands to turn in towards each other. Moments of rest here. So staying in child's pose, finding the breath, feeling that flow, that connection with your mat, rooting down, and thinking about every part of your body that's currently in connection with your mat. So your knees, your elbows, your forearms, your forehead, the tops of your feet. Everything that's touching your mat, everything that's rooting you down and grounding you. Just a boy who could know. Gets away in a misty fight. Bring the palms of the hands to rest. On your mat, bring yourself back up to tabletop pose. Tuck the toes. Deep breath in as you exhale, draw back, downward facing dog. You look so proud. Couldn't wait to call a friend. 2 more breaths in. We had to fly back home. Never got the money back for that. And then you're going to walk the hands back ever so slightly. Pull back in the hips. And then see if you can reach back with the right hand towards the left ankle. Gaze is going underneath the left armpit. I said I'm gonna leave you. Bring the right hand back down to rest on your mat. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, reach back towards the right ankle with the left hand. Gaze goes underneath the right armpit. On your next exhalation, lower the hand back down. Inhale, walk the hands forwards. pushing into the heels of the feet, lower the sit bones slightly. Exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back to flat back and then walk the hands forwards. Plank pose. Push into the shoulders. Lower the sit bones slightly so that the sit bones are lower than the heart. Exhale, walk the hands back to the feet. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold and take a hold of each elbow. Allow the head to hang. Bend the knees if you need to.
Turn to me, 23. Naked on your bed, looking straight at you.
Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, walk the hands forwards.
Would you use it to hurt?
Plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, push up to plank. Exhale, walk the hands back to the feet. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, walk the hands forwards. This is the last one. Push into the hands. Lower the sit bones slightly. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good indication of whether you are in a correct stance for downward facing dog is whether you can easily ripple forward to plank without having to make too many adjustments in your stance. Take the gaze forward between the hands. As you exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, releasing your hands. Take a sip of water if you want to, make any adjustments that you need to, and then come back to your mat. Big toes touching. This time, draw the heels of the feet together. Really press the calf muscles together and think about creating one column of strength in your legs, working down from the hip bone all the way to your feet. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra in prayer position in front of the heart. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sit down, bending the knees. And imagine that you're sitting down into an imaginary chair. So to better see from the side, I'm going to sit down. What I'm trying to avoid is overly arching my lumbar spine. So I don't want to push that out, almost like we're working with a cat-cow from the beginning of the class. Instead, I want a more neutral stance. So I don't need to tuck it if it's not sticking out. It's only if you notice that you feel a lot of pressure in your lumbar spine, then I suggest tweaking the pose slightly. So sitting down here, I'm aware you've been in it for a while, but good leg strength is the key to a longer life. So inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. Take the weight of the pose into the heels of your feet. Inhale, stretch the hands forward. Exhale, really begin to feel the pose now as it works up from the soles of the feet, working its way up the legs. You can probably really feel it in the thighs now. Deep breath in, exhale, hands come together, we're going to fold. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, step back, plank. Take one hand into the side of your mat. Turn onto the outer edge of both feet, and for the moment, just take your hand to your hip. Exhale, lower the hand, come back to plank. Left hand comes into the center of your mat, turning onto the outer edges of your feet. Right hand comes to right hip. Push into the hand, open up the shoulder. Exhale, come back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Either walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands forwards, come back to chair pose. Sit down a little deeper. Draw the hands to your heart. Inhale, stand up. Just seeing how you felt there, how you felt coming to your side plank, and if there are any modifications that you want to make. We're going to work through a sequence on both sides, offering variations throughout, so you choose the level that feels best for you. So this has become a little bit of a favourite sequence for me recently. Inhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, sit down. Turn to the right and see if you can hook the left elbow on the right knee. As you inhale, push into the left foot, lifting the right foot away, keeping that contact between the right elbow, or the left elbow rather, and the right knee. Trying not to lose your balance. Stretch forward, push through the heel of the right foot. Inhale, hands come back to Anjali Mudra. It looks like I'm moving in slow motion here. Step back with the right foot. Now if you notice you feel a little wobbly here, you can heel toe the left foot over and give yourself a broader stance. Hands come back to Anjali Mudra and then interlace the fingers. Index fingers point up. Same Hala Mudra. I think I stumbled over my words there. As you exhale, turn the right foot to face out towards the right side of the mat. You come onto the heel of the left foot as you're going to bend the right knee, lowering down. Couple of breaths here, feeling that stretch down the back of the left leg. Inhale, come back up, push into the feet, turning the body towards the front. Lower the right hand down, and for the moment, keep the left hand on the left knee. Take the hands down, step the back foot in a little. Inhale, lift up with the right leg. Exhale, lower the foot down. Inhale, look up to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands forwards, chair pose. Exhale, lower the hands to Anjali Mudra. Deep breath in. Exhale, this time right elbow goes to left knee. Gaze goes over the left shoulder if that's available to you. Push into the palms of the hands. Now, as you push into the right foot, as you breathe in, come onto the tiptoes of the left foot. See if you can keep that contact between your elbow and your knee. Push through, and then still working in slow motion, hands come back together. Step that left foot back. Heel toe the foot over if you need to. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up towards the ceiling. Remind yourself to bend that right knee. Doing this nice and slowly first time round. As you exhale, you're going to turn to the left side, come onto the heel of the right foot, bending over the left knee. Inhale, pushing up. Lower the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Right hand comes to right knee. Maybe your gaze goes over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring the gaze forwards. Exhale, lower the hands. step that back foot in a little. You might want to reach the hands forwards of your mat as you breathe in, push into the right leg to support you, and raise the left leg. Exhale, lower the foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands come to Anjali Mudra. Inhale, stand tall. So, drinking water again if you want to. We're going to take that again and add an extra little twist in there. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Deep breath in. Exhale, sit down. We're about to get a little canine visitor come in, I think. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you turn to the right side. Hook the left elbow. Push into the left foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pushing through. Inhale, stepping back, working a little faster this time. Exhale. Inhale, lower the hand. This time, reaching up. Exhale, flow the hand down. Hands come forward a little, push up. Maybe it's available to you to bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, come back, chair pose. This might be tricky if you choose to stay on the mat. Inhale, exhale, hello. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, pushing into the supporting foot. Stretching the leg forwards, open out to the left. Inhale. Stretching back. Hands reach up towards the ceiling, Seipana Mudra again, otherwise known as Charlie's Angels hands. Exhale. Turn to the left. Inhale, twist. Stretch the hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, flow the hand down. Lift that left leg, and if it's available to you, hands come to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Let's flow straight to it. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, lifting up, push through the foot, push through the hands. Take a step back. Seipana Mudra again. Breathe out over to the right. Inhale, come back through center. This time, keep a bit of a goddess squat. If you can, take the hands behind you and take a reverse prayer pose. Or a hidden prayer pose. That's a nicer way of saying. And then turning, lower the right hand. Bring your left hand to your hip. Hand comes into center. See if you can twist and maybe come to a side plank. Lower the hand. We're going to step left foot forward. Lift up the right leg. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. Exhale. Sit. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to the left. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Push through the palms of the hand. Create a column of strength with the forearms and with the legs. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, pushing through the foot, push through the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to your squat. Find your hidden prayer again. As you exhale, sit a little deeper. then turning towards the right leg. Left hand comes down, right hand goes to right hip. See if you can find side plank. Exhale, flow the hand down, step the right foot forwards. Coming up, lift the left leg. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, sit back chair. Inhale, stand tall. Then take it one more time on each side. Adding tiny little twist in side plank. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Breathe in. Exhale, sit down. Inhale. Breathe out, go to the right. Inhale, lifting up. And then step back, Sepana Mudra. Exhale, over the right knee. Inhale, lower the hand. Take the hand up, maybe you can step to plank. And if it's available, perhaps you can take a side plank tree variation. And then step the foot forwards. See if you can find Sepana Mudra this time. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in, push into the foot. Try not to wobble. Stretch the hands out. Become very wobbly. Breathing in, step back. Breathing out over the left knee. Breathing in, hand comes down, twist to the right. Step back, plank pose. See if a side plank variation is available for you. Flow the hand down, step the right foot forward, and then lifting up. Sepana Mudra, Warrior One variation. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, stand tall, and find Tadasana. So a few breaths here. You can close the eyes if you want to. Feel yourself ground down. And listen to your body. Can you hear your heart beating? Can you hear the flow of your own breath? Root down through your feet. Root down through your fingers. Stand as your tallest self, your most courageous self, your most loving self. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra and blink the eyes open. Take the feet slightly wider. Keep the heels on the mat and the toes off the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, sit down, coming to Malasana. So notice your stance here. So you're aiming for the back to be fairly straight. So what you're looking to avoid, if I twist to the side, is this. You want to be sitting taller, finding some height in the pose, and imagine that your bottom here is the weightiest part of your body. So rather than trying to use your stance to lift it up, what you're going to do is you're going to succumb to the weight of your own bottom, a sentence I never thought I'd say, and allow it to hang down, to hang forwards. push through the palms of your hands. Allow yourself to center and allow yourself to find some joy here as well. Then take the hands down, step back with the left foot, keep the right leg forwards, and then lower the left knee. Allow the right knee to open out to the side a little and notice how the inside of my foot's lifting away from my mat. I'm then going to bring my forearms down. And if you want to step this up a notch, you can then straighten the left leg, lifting the knee away. As you exhale, push through the heel of the left foot. Inhale, bring the hands back down. Exhale, step the left foot forwards. Come back to Malasana. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step back. The right foot goes down, the right knee goes down. Open the left knee out to the side, and then if it's available, bring the forearms down. It can also be really nice to stack the fists here and rest the center of the forehead on your stacked fists. Again, if you want to step it up a notch, you're going to lift that right knee away from your mat, straightening the leg. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, step forwards. Okay, so let's see about bringing in a bit of an arm balance as part of the practice. Whether this is accessible for you will very much depend on how tired you are and how much you practiced this pose before. So don't be disheartened if this doesn't come to you first time round. We're going to take crow's pose. We're going to work towards crow's pose. So your hands come down on your mat. I'm bringing the heels of my feet together and bringing the hands down. I'm pushing back against my shins with the back of my arms. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then from here I breathe in and I take myself quite high. I've lost that engagement, but then as I lower, I find it again. Tip the weight forward and just lift the left toes away from your mat. Exhale, lower them down. Try again on the other side, tip the weight forward, lift the right toes, exhale, lower them down. So you can keep working like that, breathing in as you lift a foot, exhaling as you lower it. Or if you feel like you'd like to try crow pose, and I warn you now, mine is not the most exemplary crow pose you'll ever see, but like all yoga practices, it's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So finding the joy, hands come down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, come forwards. Take one foot first, then the other. See if you can work the toes together. Push through the hands, and then exhale, release. If you want to, you can try it for another time, or like me, you may decide that's quite enough. And if that's the case, you're going to come to sit down. Take the knees wide. You're looking to create a diamond shape with the legs here. So for you, that might mean that the feet are further away from the body. For me, that means that the feet are closer to the body because that's what's more comfortable for me. And then what I'd like you to do is to take hold of the feet around the toes. Don't worry if you don't have a black cockapoo to come and be part of your yoga practice. You don't need one for this next step. So taking hold of the feet around the toes, imagine that the feet are a book. A book that perhaps tells the best story that you've ever told or ever read. Taking the thumbs, work them into the fleshy part of the feet, and then begin to open them out. So opening the pages of the book. And look down at your feet, at the story that they have to tell you. Breathing in. And then exhale. depend on how flexible your body is feeling today, and each day is completely different, so don't worry if you can't do what you were able to do yesterday. And likewise, still thinking that yoga is a journey, so that you're always working towards a path and not to feel, again, disheartened if you're not quite there yet. Inhale. Exhale, lowering. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, stack the fists and allow the centre of the forehead to rest on your stacked fists. If that's quite far off at the moment, you could look at pushing the elbows into the knees, push the palms of the hands together, and then allow the centre of the forehead to rest against your fingers. So you're providing some pressure on the forehead. Take a few more breaths wherever is most comfortable for you. And then inhale, pushing up. Sitting nice and tall through the spine. Take the hands to the knees, push the knees together. Take the feet a little further out from you. Have the hands behind you. And then as you breathe in, draw the knees up, or the feet up. Take a hold of the back of the thighs to begin with as you come to boat pose. So to show you from the side, I'm hugging the back of my legs, stretching the feet out. Doing it this way gives me support at the base of my spine, so I'm not going straight into boat pose, which can be quite jarring for some. From here, you can then think about extending one leg up. As you exhale, lower the other. Inhale, exhale. So you could keep working like that. You could also work in a different way by dipping the toes down and bringing one up. Perhaps for you, it's available to reach forward with the hands. So you're going to dip the toes. And if you want to take it to another level, hands come to Anjali Mudra. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep working like this. So you're either doing that, or you're dipping the toes, or pointing the legs. And at any point, feel that you can either take it back a notch, or up a notch. Once more on each side. And then back to center. Release the legs down, cross the ankles, and hug around the knees. Allow the head to go between the knees. Then stretch the right leg out in front of you. Exhale, lower the left knee, and allow the left heel to come in towards the pubic bone. Push through the heel of the right foot, and then walk the right hand down towards the foot. Maybe your hand comes to your foot, maybe it doesn't, so you rest it wherever feels comfortable for you. Breathing in. Exhale, fold a little deeper. If it's available to you, you can breathe in, the left hand comes up. Maybe it takes a hold of the right foot. And if so, the head is going to rest against the leg, gaze goes out. If that's not where you are today, you can still reach the left hand over, fingertips pointing towards the front of the mat. And then slowly easing back up. stretch the left leg out in front of you, draw the right knee in. And then lower the right knee, draw the right heel towards the pubic bone. This time you're going to reach towards the left foot with your left hand. See how you are here. And then if it's available to you, you can inhale, reach the right hand up. Feeling the stretch through the right side of the body. Maybe the gaze goes out underneath the right arm. If that's not the case for you, your left hand's going to rest wherever is comfortable for you, and you're feeling that stretch through the right fingertips. Have the back of the left hand touching your left leg rather than the palm. Inhale, come back up, stretching the legs forwards. And then slowly lower down onto your mat. You're going to hug the knees in, massage the spine left and right. Place the hands on the knees. And then push the knees down and away from you, opening the knees up as you come back. And then work in the other direction. And then stretch out fully on your yoga mat. If you feel any pinching in the base of the spine, once more you can bring your feet to rest on your mat and allow the knees to knock together. Have the arms out at about 45 degrees away from the body. And as we come to Shavasana for relaxation, close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Allow the mind to become stiller. And once more, return your energy to focusing on your breath. Feeling the flow of breath in and out of the body. And again, noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Allow your body to be heavy. And as you lie in relaxation, I'd like to leave you with a poem. The poem is called Helplessness and is by Kerry Hardy. Oh heart, why can't you learn that there is nothing to do in the world except live in it? Why can't you take its deep gifts, the birds and the cars in the rain, lost keys and the broken-hearted? Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like to. But do give yourself time to rest the body as much as it needs. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope that you are well, and I hope that you can be healthy. Namaste.